that's a low bar. That's a low bar.
Yeah,
I
low
can do
bar.
that.
Whatever you do, just don't eat the gnome.
No, and and
Okay, we're back online. Nice.
all right.
So we had music, but it's not there now.
But I love that Calamar thinks Gromnar is the wisest of all men he's ever met. And Gromnar thinks that Calamar is like, don't believe a word Calamar says.
No, Gromnar thinks Calamar's a wonderful person, but he's pretty freaking gullible.
Yeah, he he is
I mean, that's
completely
an
gullible.
accurate state of affairs.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is accurate. Yeah, 100%.
There we go.
I think of it this way. If Varen liked Calamar, or if Varen liked Gromnar, then Gromnar's okay.
Hell yeah. Yeah.
And all the crap
Oh
he
yeah.
gave Calamar, he still likes Calamar. So, yeah. Then Gromnar likes Calamar also, because Varen, of course, was the
What
leader,
the
so what he
fuck,
says goes.
guys?
Tell them to stop it. Stop it.
No, it's in the group, so he feels he has to.
Like
So he tries to, but he's no good at it.
the fatherly figure.
What the fuck?
I really think it's motherly. I think Asher is the leader of the group now.
Wow.
Asher also does not want to be leader of the group.
Yeah, right?
To be fair, Varen was kind of implicated as the leader, but in Gromnar's mind, Asher will always be the leader of the party.
Yeah. Well, Asher and Jesse, man. Twist pinkies and like they're bonded for life. And
Because
Asher
Jesse
gets it.
gets
So
it, man.
Secrecy.
once they're all asleep, we can.
No, that's still.
Walk around going
of,
woo, and
of
they
the
won't
opinion
care.
that if they don't stab him, then they don't need to sleep.
Sorry
I
for the
sure would agree with
technical
that.
difficulties. I think I need to run sea cleaner real quick because there is something going on.
No
So I'm
problem.
gonna close my
You're
Chrome and then run sea cleaner. Get rid of all the cookies.
Gromnar doesn't see that. Gromnar doesn't see that. Calamar's not going to judge him. You
it's just
know,
it's just a way to RP the ogre in him.
well, like I said,
I
I was
mean, he's an
describing
ogre.
some.
He says he's a human, but he's an ogre. Come on.
Well, he thinks everybody's human, which Calamar's like, why did you pick a human to say that? As opposed to an elf or a gnome or something like that. But okay, human it is. Um, but I was describing something once and I was saying, hey, if you see if a guy is chasing your neighbor with a butcher knife, you have to run over the guy with a knife. I'm sorry. As soon as if you don't do that, then soon the place won't be worthwhile to live in. Okay, and and people are saying, yeah, that's about what you have to do. I think, yeah, you have to run him over with a car. That's totally it. Don't you think so? Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I mean, it's better than trying to grab a hold of him and getting stabbed.
Depends on how much you like your neighbor, I guess.
Yeah, yeah.
That too, yeah.
So, hey, they tried to kill Gromnar. I'm not gonna cry over him.
Wow.
If it didn't want to die, then it really shouldn't have, chosen this course of action to attack Gromnar, because that's the logical consequence of it.
Or any of us.
Yeah, maybe with Calamar, maybe he can have a chance. Not.
No, because they attack Calamar, Gromlar's killing him.
That's true. Gromnar could say Calamar could step in front of him though and go, "Hey, Gromnar, stop!" And I think I could talk him out of it. I don't know. I've never tried, so we'll have to see.
I sure would
I
just try to sleep poison him.
I don't know how that will go, honestly. Even as his player, I don't know.
Well, we'll have to see. This will be interesting. High
Right?
five. Yeah. No fair manipulating circumstances so this can happen though. It has to happen naturally. If it happens, then, we'll know.
I still hope we never run into Illithids again. That was freaking brutal.
Yeah, the the brain things were brutal. You guys tore through the illicits pretty quickly.
I mean, yeah, physically, but that mental shit. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
It
I
was
don't
the
think anybody liked
getting.
that.
It was the getting to them to tear through them physically that was rough.
I'm sorry. Whenever I think of that dungeon, I think of Calamar's mom. That's the only one I can really, really remember. You know, the lizards and the brains, and I remember Jesse got eaten by a purple worm,
And
and
Calamar didn't even get to kill his own mother. It was Varen.
yeah, I backstabbed mom twice, left her with like a few hit points, and then Raymond walks up and points a sharp stick at my mother, and she dies.
Mhm.
I'm like, damn it! No, really, he loves Raymond because of that. He says, "Yeah, I guess something inside of me felt like there was something wrong with it, and I needed somebody else to come in and do the final blow, but not me." Shannon's going, "Damn it! I wanted to do it." Ah.
Oh, sour milk hugs.
I was
Oh.
wondering when you would see that. I think by now the group has become accustomed to his smell, except maybe for the new folks.
Yeah, that's just how it smells now. When we go into the city, I'm buying all my people new clothes.
Mm.
Yeah. For the majority of them, it'll be just get new clothes. They're new, but they're nice looking, they're things. But for Calamar, I want him to look like Neo from the Matrix.
When we get,
But
when we get into town, Tenzi's buying a bathtub for the ship
Yes. Ooh, I'll
Good
contribute to that.
idea.
and some
but
scented soaps because somebody said that they didn't smell very good.
but then you just have to get them dirty and bloody again. It's a waste of money.
It's more than just cleaning. A bath can be a ritual.
Yeah. Well, and I think that Calamar has some soap that he wants to try to practice, and he wants to try to turn it into like a bath bomb or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And he wants to give it to Jessie because Jessie's been, you know, really missing her bath.
I
That would be
already
really
got
fun.
one picked out.
Oh,
100
cool.
gold pieces.
How much is it? Okay, I'll pay for 50 of it.
Okay,
Go halvesies. Does that seem fair?
sure, sure.
Cool, cool, cool. And Calamar is just thinking about Jesse. Anybody else is bonus, but he's thinking about Jesse.
Tenzi's doing it on behalf of Asher, actually.
Oh,
Although he would like a clean bath as well, but that was his impetus for doing it.
that's so nice.
All right. So you wind your way up the mountain, through all the aqueducts, and spiral around and round and round. And you finally enter Megiddo from the west.
Excuse me, guys.
Okay, PCs, go ahead and give me base size roll for initiative. You sail into town 10 a.m. March the 16th, 1185. All around you is mountainous desert or tropical mountains, that is. And you can see well ahead there is a drawbridge well above the surface of the river that ships can pass underneath. And beyond that, a small harbor or pool where the river originates. And you can see the river, plain as day, springs forth from a rock in the mountain. There is no snowcap. The origin of the river is a rock.
Wow. Can you give me
Neat.
a shift click? Because I cannot find where I am. Thank you.
Simon, are you there?
Yeah. What do I roll? You said
Size-based initiative, so you click on your token and then click on initiative at the top of the
Okay.
screen and then find small base size initiative.
Boom. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
I was looking for it.
All right. First up is Jaldi. You can see that the first mate, Tinneroth, is steering the boat into town. You're entering from the west side after coiling your way slowly up the mountain in the aqueduct. And you can see ahead are many um, dhow boats, the traditional Appersieben boat. They have triangular sails as opposed to the Appersieben square sails. And fewer masts. I think there are only 2 masts, and the boats are a little larger than this caravel, slightly. And they are manned by all sorts of people from all over the world. You can see crew members that are Appersieben, Adrian, Etrescan even. and Panoplian.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and one quick question or note, DM. From the date that I landed on the boat, or the time that I landed on the boat until we reached the shores here, has it been 48 hours or has it? How long has it been? I'm sorry.
Uh, I don't recall what time and date you landed. Did you
'Cause I believe it's
look at the
Didn't he
initial?
land on the fourth? Was it was he on the 14th or the 13th?
It was the
One of those two.
14th. I'm just not sure what time.
Ah, okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, because I said I was meditating. The reason why I asked is because if it was 48 hours, then I would have done the harness subconscious. But if it was less than 48 hours of travel time, then I would just completed my meditative focus.
What book is that in, by the way?
It is in the Skills and Powers book, page 155.
Skills and Powers, 155. What chapter of Skills and Powers?
Chapter 9, I'm sorry.
Find harness subconscious. Psionis's proficiency.
Yes.
Temporarily boost your PSP total. Okay, go ahead and roll your proficiency check. And success will
Sweet.
increase your PSP total by 20% rounded up.
Round it up. Okay, then. What's this thing? Harness up. Boom. That roll?
Roll off the token, please. If you click on your token, go to the top of the screen where it says checks. Click on checks. Click on what's it called? Proficiencies, and then find harness subconscious and roll that way.
Ah, okay. Let me do it again then. Click on token, click on checks. Why are you not working for me? The initiative works for me, but the checks does not. Neither
It
does
pop
the.
it pops up a thing in the chat box, not a box in the middle of the
Oh,
screen.
oh! Thank you for saying something. Oh my God. Okay, thank you.
No
No, you
problem.
don't look stupid. We have to figure out where things are. Come on.
Absolutely.
Boom.
Okay, so for now, your PSPs are at 25 out of 25. What?
They go up. Yay.
Yes.
Yay. How long does that
Hey.
last?
72 hours or
72
until he
hours.
spends the 5 extra ones.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, 4 extra ones because it's 20%. So it's
Wow.
at 24 to 24.
That's one additional power.
Yeah.
I'll take it. I'm gonna go ahead and find Calamar, since he made mention of helping me get out of these dirty rags that I'm wearing right now. I believe Calamar.
I'm right here. Ah, trying to click on myself and I'm. There we go.
Ah, sweet.
Sorry about
Uh,
that. I
uh,
kept clicking.
I'll move over to you. Calamar. And I'll tug at Calamar's cloak or cape, whichever one you're wearing. Calamar? I'll pull again. Calamar, I'll pull one more time.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking and I have mute on. I've been here for like 5 minutes. He says, "Oh, Zaldi, oh, it's good to see you among the conscious now, because you had to meditate for a long time. But you're
Yeah.
here, yay!"
Well, I appreciate the hospitality. You did mention that once we got ashore, that you would be possibly willing to help me get out of these rags and into something more appropriate and more clean. Is that offer still on the table?
Oh, sure. And so he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a pouch, and you see him open it up, and it's got like all kinds of gems in it.
Whoa.
And um, he reaches inside, um, and he pulls out. I'm trying to get my thing to open so I can see what I want to pull out. Ah, damn it! I don't know what is wrong with me today, but the thing will not. There we go. He pulls out two um blue jaspers worth 50 gold each.
Oh,
And he says, "Oh yeah, yeah, this should be enough. If not, you can come back and ask me, if you want to buy a horse or something. But you know what? Go with Tirana because she knows what looks good. Trust. I'm trusting all of my clothing shopping to her.
Sharana. Which one is she?
Oh, she's that gorgeous tall piece of black. What's the what? I, I
Licorice.
cannot think. Licorice, yeah. Like she's that tall piece of black licorice over there. See her? Hell yes.
Can you ping her real quick? Because I don't think she has a nameplate, does she?
Yeah.
No, because she can hide. Yeah.
Oh yeah. You can't see it because she's a rogue
Okay.
or
I'm
partially
sorry.
rogue.
I just I could not finish that joke. I was like, oh my god. Yeah.
Sharana. Okay. Well, thank you then. I will try to find Triana.
Yeah, sure. She's right over there. She'd love to talk to you. I've already mentioned it.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And then
It's
that'll.
actually Turana, like turd.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tirana.
Like imagine her full name is Turd Anna, but the D in turd is replaced
Yeah,
with an apostrophe, so it's Tur Anna.
Tirana. Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. That
And I'll
was
walk over there and.
that was not intended, by the way. That's just how her name came out. Turd Anna.
Well,
Her name is not Turdana.
I guess I'll complete my round then.
Okay. Next up is Calamar and Company.
Calamar is where is Jessie? I don't see her, but she's on
Oh,
the
Jaldi,
here
did you see
somewhere.
that experience bonus I just gave you
Oh,
for role
yes,
playing?
thank you.
Keep an eye out for
I
those,
appreciate
okay?
that.
Yeah.
Yes, I will.
Sorry for interrupting, Calamar. Go
No
ahead.
problem, no problem. So he runs over and he starts to talk to Asher wherever he finds her. He finds her somewhere, and he starts saying, "Well, when we get there, I'm gonna have a lot of shopping to do, and I want to go ahead and learn a signature spell. And maybe we can have time for me to read this tome of leadership and whatever. It'll only take me like 2 days. But
Asher shrugs and says, "Just make sure you finish everything you want to finish, because I want to, wrap up this adventure, and we want to make sure that we're ready for whatever comes at us. So just, do whatever you got to do."
okay, cool.
And she cracks her knuckles and says, "I'll find something to occupy myself."
I thought that you should go check out the fighting pits, because I think we might go in there and and take them all.
Asher's Ash just smiles and winks at him.
Yeah. Said, yeah, but after all the things. So yeah, that's all.
Okay. Next up is Tinsy and Company.
Tenzi is just going to go toward the front of the ship just to admire the view. He's enjoying the somewhat cooler temperatures and taking in the sights of the town. And that'll be it for me for now.
Okay. All right, you can see from a distance there is indeed a coliseum. It's like 70 feet tall. None of the other buildings come anywhere near that height. Um, today is the 16th. March 16th. Today is the day of the moon. So it's Moon Day. Oh ho ho ho.
Oh, I just got it.
Okay. So um the somebody told you the Coliseum is most active on Saturdays, which is the day of resting. So you've got 5 days till it's most active. And there's stuff that goes on every day. You can hear stuff going on right now. There's like cheers coming from the inside of the Coliseum, but it doesn't seem very loud. It doesn't seem very loud at all. Um, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning. So, pretty good indication of how popular. Excuse me, I have the hiccups.
I get hiccups every day, so I know how annoying it is, but it
Yeah,
goes away pretty quick.
yeah. Okay. Right. You can also see a harbor of sorts on either side of the river is where people leave their boats, and then near the rock that springs forth the river is an actual harbor, so you could park your boat wherever you want. It looks like there are regular patrols of authorities up and down the river, and they seem to be taking taxes from people right now, with it being, before noon. Ships that have stayed overnight and haven't left yet are basically being charged for their space on the river. You can't really tell how much they're being given, but you could ask. And it's some guys in a canoe, like a tax collector type dude, in a canoe going up and down the river, um, going boat to boat. And let's see. The conditions right now are the light breeze, so the boat is moving at 4. But this technically is emergency move time because you're in. This is kind of like an actual encounter. So movement. I think the emergency move for this type of ship is 5. Sounded like someone was about to say something.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. Anything else from Tenzi?
No, but if we pass by one of the other ships, I'll call out to ask them how much the fee is for docking. I'm calling out in common, so
Yeah. Okay. And you sort of pass by a boat and you call out and they say for your boat 20 gold coins, for ours 25. It is the size. So Zohars are slightly bigger than caravels, so your boat's 20,
okay.
theirs is 25.
I thank them for the information, and that'll be the end of my turn.
All right. On is just sort of looking around and kind of, it looks like he's paying attention to the Colosseum. And he kind of snaps his fingers and shakes his head and sort of nods like someone just struck a hit because the crowd went, ha! You know. Okay, next up is Gromnar and Company.
Gromner's just, taking in the sights of a new place and anxiously awaiting to get on shore so he can explore.
Okay. Asher and Company.
Yeah, Asher and company are just waiting to dock as well. Asher's leaning out over the bow of the ship and feeling the wind and the water on her face.
All right, end of round. And Tinneroth steers the ship. All right. And things get a little closer. I'll just narrate from here. So, you pass by uh, what looks like some sort of temple. It's very small. That's that first building there, south of you. Looks like it's dedicated to some kind of nature god or goddess. So, could be Gaia, possibly. And you pass by one of the sailboats, the dowers or whatever they're called. Whoops. There we go. Okay. Heading upriver still. Pass by a couple houses. Okay. This looks like an inn, this larger building to the south of you. Right on the river.
Oh. Oh.
Okay. And it looks like the building stops right at the edge of the drawbridge. And the
That's nice.
drawbridge looks like it has a couple of gatehouses and whatnot. should pass underneath, yeah. Underneath the drawbridge. Just on the other side of the drawbridge from the inn, it looks like there is a stable. Followed by a line of houses. Some bushes. You can see north of you, there's a walled house. Looks like that might be where the authorities kind of stay. Kind of looks like a jail almost.
I'm sorry,
And,
who was the temple to? Do we know?
it looked like could be a temple to Gaia, because it looked like it was for a nature deity or goddess.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, and right here, it looks like you're able to cast anchor and set down your plank. Well, planks. You have several. And let's see. Ungroup. Okay. And from here, you're able to go to shore with these planks you have. Right. And you make your way through this like Port Authority place. Head up to the bridge. So this way, and you can find there is space between the buildings to pass through, like this, and around to the drawbridge, like so. And your group makes it to the other side of the drawbridge, minus the followers, of course, or at least Asher's followers, except for Bombosa, whom you wanted to bring with you, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. And Zaldi. And who am I forgetting? On Asher, Grandma, Calamar, Chenzi. Did you want to bring Tirana? Calamar?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that looks like it's it. First up is Jaldi. So you get pretty much to the other side of the drawbridge. I'll shift ping you guys so you can all see. Whoops.
Nice. It's one of the turning drawbridges.
Yeah, I meant to put that on the map later. There we go. I was trying to click on. Turn around. Alright, so Jaldi, you can see everyone sort of ahead of you. On's kind of walking beside you. It's kind of hard to keep up with everyone with your short little legs. You kind of have to jog to keep up. But you've been able to. Last couple of minutes, you're starting to breathe hard from jogging, and it feels kind of good to get a little bit of exercise.
Yeah, I've been in the lotus position for a while. Does Tirana speak elf or gnome?
Elvish.
Elfish.
Okay.
She's a drow. So, yeah.
Well, Tirana, what should be our first?
Trana looks you up and down, like from head to toe, analyzing you by every single hair on your head. At the time, it says, "Oh, honey, we have got to go. Must. A makeover in your future is what I'm saying. A makeover in your future. Ugh. So, yeah. What to the first haberdashery place or what? What's a haberdasher? Is it a haberdasher? No, tailoring place that we can find.
Well, great. Please, no net, no lace or bow tie, or bows. Excuse me, no lace or bows.
Okay, deal." And she reaches out really low.
He is so lucky it wasn't Jezzy sent with him.
I'll reach up and grab her hand, handshake. Please lead the way. Please lead the way.
Yeah, it's intentional that he's not met Jesse. Jesse will be featured very, very prominently in this in this time to come.
Yeah, and I'll just wait to let Tirana lead, and I'll follow her wherever shop she decides to go.
Hell yeah. That's how I want all of my people that I'm shopping for to be. Completely complacent, or, well, they patient, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pliant.
Pliant.
Compliant.
Compliant.
Yes. Trust me, you'll look good when I'm done. Trust me.
And I definitely believe you. Just one other favor. Don't eat me, please.
And she chuckles a little bit. She says, "You really have never met Calamar, have you? Oh, you poor sweet thing. Okay. It'll take some time. You'll get used to it."
I doubt that, but I hope so.
That's my turn. Oh, wait. No, that's his turn. Sorry.
Yep, that's my turn. I'm sorry.
Okay, next up is Calamar and Company.
Calamar wants to find an inn, get a room from the inn for the next 2 months, and disappear for 2 months. Or however long it's 50 days or 52 days, whatever. He wants to pay in advance and just never be seen again.
Meals delivered to the room and everything.
Yeah, that's the plan. So that's why I wanted to bring Tirana. Somebody I know has got to go out there and shop for me. I I don't have to. I'm gonna be locked in a room. So, where is the inn that we're gonna be staying in?
Okay. Next up is Tenzi and Company.
Just kind of taking in the sights or what kind of shops are nearby.
You hear the pinging of some smiths. You hear whinnying of horses coming from the barn directly in front of you and to our right. And you hear a crowd of people sort of laughing and guffawing coming from just inside this inn here on the our left. So right here seems to be whoops. Right, come on, pointing tool. Uh, right here seems to be an inn, and it looks like this part of it is a tavern in front, or the bar in front of the inn. That is.
So I'm for light, I'm only seeing like the street. I don't really see the buildings.
So the black square things are buildings.
I know what all I see is black. I don't see actual buildings.
Yeah, the black square things are buildings.
It's the way the dynamic lighting works. Like there's a building there, building there, building there. You know,
Yeah,
but you
but
don't see them.
I don't. Yeah, I don't see individual buildings. I just see black. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I see too. That's it. That yeah.
Okay.
As you move your token, the light will reveal like roads and stuff like that.
Alrighty. I'll head off towards the sound of the pinging. That was to the right. Here.
Yeah. And outside of combat, you can move 24 squares. It's your 12 times 2.
So
And if you jog, that's doubled as well.
okay. So is this the building I'm hearing the pinging from?
Nope, that sounds like horses. It looks like you're
Okay.
basically behind the building right now. You're in the back of the building.
All right. And I will head to. I think here was 12. Well, I can go up to here. All right. There we go.
Okay. On is going to keep you company, I guess. Just tagging along. Gromnar and Company. Paul, are you on push to talk?
No, I'm here. Roll 20 is being difficult. It's making me zoom in, and then when I move my mouse, it's moving the map without me clicking on it. It's just doing its difficult crap.
Oh yeah. The only way to counteract that is to click on the ruler tool and kind of mess with it for a minute, and then you can go back to the arrow key or the arrow tool again, and it will stop doing that bullshit.
Yeah, it's just really frustrating. That's all that was. But yeah, Gromner's just gonna move down the street, kind of look around, see what he sees.
All right. So right next to you seems to be a barn. It's a stable. You can see city homes. Across the street from the barn, Right over here, you see a warehouse. This seems to be a bar right here at the front of what looks to be a larger inn. And you hear the ping, ping, pinging of smithies coming from around the corner down this way.
Okay, fair enough. And Zaldi, don't feel bad. I'm not quite as slow as you, but Gromnar's slower than everybody else too.
Oh no, I'm sorry. The smithies are down the street this way and to the left. Yeah, there we go. So, Tinsy, if you can see that arrow, it's down this way and here.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Anything else from Gromnar and Company?
Nope, just kind of looking around, new
Yeah.
place, new sights.
So notionally, these streets are filled with people, right? Most of them from Aperceban descent. Some of them are, Adrian, some Panoplian, and some Matrescan descent. But only notionally, because I don't want to literally fill the streets with tokens. Okay.
That's fine.
So I mean, you could say, "Hey, I want to stop the nearest person," and I'll randomly roll who they are and what they are, and we can role play that. But or you can look around for maybe even specific types of people if you wanted.
I guess the biggest question would be, do they seem to have issue with, well, in his mind he's not, but with an ogre walking down the middle of the street?
Most of them give you a wide berth, but the authorities don't come up to you and by authorities I mean there are roving priestesses of Isis that they're escorted by an iron golem. They don't come up to you and say, get the fuck out of here. But people give you a wide berth, mostly because of your smell. And then a little bit because of your height.
So nothing
they're
really
just,
beyond what he's used to.
Yeah, I mean, they're just ugh, and they just steer clear 10 feet around you, because of your smell. And, there's maybe an occasional person will vomit from smelling you, which is kind of normal for Gromnar. That's what he experienced growing up in jail. That's what he experienced in the few days he was in Gronar as a free person before he left. People would smell him and vomit, because it's a really, really unpleasant smell to most humans. So, and probably to elves and most, demi-humans and whatnot. Other humanoids probably that have bestial habits and things like that probably wouldn't mind. So your minotaurs, your centaurs, creatures that probably stink pretty bad too, that are part animal. Well, minotaurs being part bull, they have bestial habits and they'll shit like a bull anywhere. Centaurs, I'm pretty sure, do the same thing. They'll just be standing in the street and they'll lift their tail and, if they actually come out of their forest and rove streets, they just shit like horses anywhere and everywhere. They probably wouldn't mind the smell of Gromnar, but these humans do. They live pretty clean lifestyles. They only shit in certain places. They bathe pretty much every day out here in the desert, being this close to the River of Life. Most of these people are really clean. You don't see dirty children. You might see children with their hair unkempt because it hasn't been brushed today. But there are no dirty children or you know, like kids with dirty clothes. Like there's a laundry source right there on the river, and they do what they have to survive, and they live a pretty clean life, being at the edge of a river. And you can see that, like it's a lot like Gronar. There's very clean people. Gronar is right on a river as well. So, um, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Anything else from Gromnar and Company?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope, that's perfect.
Asher and Company.
Asher and Bambosa are going to move toward where they think the inn might be. So, thank you.
Yes.
Mm, still looking for that door.
This is Oyeshi's Inn.
Where was that door, Josh? Bambosa's in there, but Asher's still outside.
The door to the inn.
Yes.
So you see this little thing right here that's kind of sticking out from the wall.
Let me zoom out. Will you please ping that again?
Yeah, let me give you an arrow.
Thank you. I see it.
So this little thing is sticking out from the building is the actual door.
Okay.
And Bombosa calls it Oyeshi's Inn.
Can't get Asher in. Is the door open or closed?
Oh yeah, it's closed, but it looks
Oh.
like it's not locked.
Asher
yeah.
opens the door.
Oh yeah, she's in. Oh yeah. Probably gonna need 32. There we go. Oh yeah. Oops. Oh yeah. She's in. Bigger than 32. How about 56? That's better. And we'll put it right here on the GM layer. Okay, so you open the door. And an entrance appears. Oh
Yay.
yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
And
Oh
so
yeah! She's in.
they're gonna bring Bombassa back that far before they run out of movement. And Asher says to Bambosa, "Sounds like you've been here before."
Oh yes, this is my favorite place to come to drink my favorite drink. Beer!
Yeah. Asher
Beer!
slaps him on the shoulder and says, "Let me buy you a beer."
That is what we drink around here. Beer, beer, beer.
Asher motions to a table and says, "Let's get some then." That'll be it.
And a Appersieben Freeman appears and brings you beer. Oh, I'm sorry. The Appersieben Freeman is Oyeshi. Behind the counter. Oh yeah, she. Oh yeah, she. The peasants bring you your order. Do 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 do. And there are no women here. Only men working in the inn and the bar.
Asher points to this table and says, "Let's sit there."
And you walk in, and Oyeshi says, "Welcome to my establishment. I am Oyeshi. This is Oye, 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 Oye. She's in. Oye, Oye."
Asher sways with the melody. She digs it.
And there's a guy like bussing a table. One guy comes over to you. Another guy is pouring beers already. And there are, let's see, probably several customers in the bar. Random counters. Special. City, town, day, individual. Okay, so there is a Appersieben good wife in a black burqa at the bar having like a late breakfast, early lunch, probably like a brunch. So it's like looks like a dish with eggs and we'll say tripe, eggs and tripe. It smells kind of funny. I don't know if you've ever smelled a dish with tripe in it, but like back in medieval times, tripe wasn't cleaned as well as we clean it today. So tripe still smelled kind of funky when you ate it. Nowadays you get tripe and it's like eating rubber bands. You can't smell it, you can't taste it. You know, back then it smelled kind of poopy. So she's eating this smelly, poopy, smelling tripe and egg dish, and then looks like some of the city guards are having some chow. And they wear these. They look a lot like Bombosa, actually.
Okay.
At this table over here in the corner. And they're talking about last Saturday at the Coliseum, they all had their day off, and how there was actually one fight between guest fighters, aka adventurers, that came in, and one was Adrian warrior, and one was a Panoplian warrior, and the Adrian warrior won because he was able to like do this like shout attack where he would swing his sword and yell "Kiai!" and just like cut through the guy's armor and wreck him.
Mm.
So they're kind of mimicking the guy's voice as he would say, "Kiai, Kiai, Kiai,
Asher sips her beer and listens to them
Kiai."
talk about it.
Okay, and that's about it. And Gromnar, Tenzi, Calamar, you can hear these guys yelling "Kiai" from inside the bar. Their voices are audible down the road. Okay. End of round. Next up is Zaldi, who hasn't moved yet.
I'm waiting for Tornado to lead the seamstress.
Yeah, a seamstress would be good. I also have to see a weaponsmith, and I have to find someone who makes pottery. That's all I think I need to get. That, and we have to get some more arrows for all of our bows, but that can be
Well,
whenever.
we'll lead the way. I guess we can take care of your stuff first, which makes sense, and then just pick me up some clothes after you're done.
Well, we might find a seamstress right here, and we'll just hit them in the order we find them.
Okay, that makes perfect sense. So where would the nearest seamstress be?
Well,
You're
we could stop
asking
and
Calamar?
ask someone.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I'll do. That makes sense.
That's funny. A drow and somebody who doesn't speak common. All right.
You do get a good point. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna attempt to stop the first person I see him and try to talk to him.
Okay, so first person you see is a burly-looking man carrying tools. Let's see. And he's walking across the bridge in the same direction as you. And he looks like this.
I'll
And
turn around.
you notice all of a sudden that he has several friends with him. Uh, let's see. Weird. One second. I gotta dig this guy out of the archive.
Hey, Josh.
Yeah.
So, full disclosure, for the last week or so, my doctor's had me on oral steroids, and I have a lot of agitation going on, and I don't want to take it out on you guys, so I'm going to step out, and I will be back next week.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just, my wife knows about it. I've been really good at home, but I'm feeling it, and it's not you guys, it's the drugs, and I don't want to take it out on you guys.
All right. Have a
Okay.
good day.
Okay, cool.
Take care.
See you next week.
Okay. There we go. And boom. So there's about 5 of these guys. They're all carrying toolboxes. They look like laborers on their way to work. Maybe they live outside of town and come into town to go to work. And you grab grab one of them and say what? And he kind of rolls around. He's like, "Hey."
I'll look up at him because I'm short as shit, and talk in Gnomish first. I am looking for a seamstress. You know where one you can? Could you put me in the right direction of a seamstress?
And he says in some language you don't understand, "Habini bini blinky, kobini blinky dinky."
I'll turn around and look
Okay.
at Tirana. I give her the gesture of with a waving hand towards the individual that I'm talking to. Please translate for
Yeah,
me.
what'd he say?
Uh,
So what'd he say?
he says, "Excuse me, but I don't understand what you're saying, and I need to get to work. Bye now."
She says, um, he's not gonna help. Maybe you will. And she tries to ask one of the other 4 gentlemen, she's like, can you point me to a tailor or a seamstress, please?
The guy that uh, Zaldi grabbed turns around and
Yeah.
says, "Oh, oh, there is a haberdashery uh, down the street and around the corner towards the west. It is actually in the general store. We have a general store here where you can buy
Oh, that's good.
clothing and food and things like that. You see the street where the inn ends. You go down that way like so, and you take a right, going towards the west, until you come
Okay.
to another street going northwest, and there will be a cart out in front. They usually get more fresh fruits and vegetables in the mornings during this time of the
Ooh.
day. There should be a cart there, unloading cart with fruits and vegetables.
So Trana gives a big smile at him and says, thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Have a good day at work. And, looks at him and says, yeah, I know where it is. Let's go.
Okay. And uh, anything else from Zaldi?
I would say just lead the way, and that'd be it.
Okay, so these laborers go off to work.
And he's gonna, match his turn to mine because, oh, no, he won't. He's counting ahead. It's okay.
That's right. I'll wait.
Okay. Yeah, then that way we can both move the same and da-da-da.
Okay, Calamar and Company.
Calamar is going to, um, I'm sorry, Roll20 is being real damn slow. Calamar was going to move into the inn, and Toronto and was going to keep on moving, from there. But It is really going slow. It's not even like, oh, oops, I went too far. Okay. I scroll and then I have to wait about all that time I told you about. There it is. Okay. So then I go down here. And go into the inn. Up here some. And I'm like, hi, do you have any rooms for rent? Yes, this person who's right here. Hello?
Hello?
Do you have any rooms for rent?
Uh, oh, speak with Oyeshi. He runs the inn. I am his employee.
Oh, okay. Which one is he?
The one at the bar.
Thank you. And he walks over to the bar. And then says, Oyeshi, do you have any rooms for rent?
Why, yes, of course. It is the price.
Okay, how much is that?
The standard price. Whatever it says in the player's handbook.
Okay. Um, okay, I want to stay for at least 52 days. So how much is that gonna cost?
Standard price times 52.
Okay. Um, services, I think. Nope. Food and lodging, that's it. Are these common or poor?
Common.
Common. So 20 gold piece per month. So I'll just pay for 2 months. And if I leave early, I'll leave early, so. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong thing. In lodging, there it is. 5 silver per day, 3 gold per week. I'm going to say like 7 weeks. So it'll be 21 gold.
Your research takes
right?
at least 8 weeks, remember?
Oh, 8 weeks? Okay.
Minimum. That's if you pass on the first try.
Well, then I'll try. Oh no, if I pass on if I don't pass, then then I'll never be able to do it, right?
No.
Or will
It's
I?
like spell
Okay.
research. You
Oh,
you
good,
wait
good.
you pay the amount of money. Okay, first of all you have to have a research library. Do you have that
But
here?
not for this, not for this, because I asked you last time and you said I didn't.
No, I did not say that. You have to have a spell research library in order to, because that's what what's his face had, right?
Let me go here and let me look up signature spell.
As far as I know, it's the exact same uh, conditions as researching a spell. So
Here we
if
go.
you can,
Spells of magic. Choose learning. Okay. I can't tell. It's the language is unclear. So
What does it say?
it says that in order for a wizard to gain the skill and practice necessary for a signature spell, he must spend a great deal of time and money studying every aspect of the enchantment. For all intents and purposes, this is the equivalent of spell research.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes means you have to have the same shit you need for spell research. So you have to have a research library and quiet conditions, and you spend 200 GP or whatever it is per spell level, and spend 2 weeks per spell level to do it.
Okay.
At the end of the time, you roll some kind of check, and then see, 4th through 6th level. It also takes 2 slots for 4th to 6th level spell. So do you have 2 non-weapon slots or a weapon slot and a non-weapon?
We'll check. I do not think so. I only have the one
Okay.
that I've been saving.
So you can, with 1, you can do level 1st through 3rd. And then 4th through 6th, it takes 2 slots. 7th through 9th takes 3 slots. And then at the end of the 8 weeks, you have to roll. So you're learning a signature spell. Spend a great deal of time and money studying every aspect of enchantment for all intents and purposes. Equivalent spell, yeah. 1d10 times 100. 2 weeks, and 1d10 times 100 per spell level. 1d10 times 100 GP per spell level. So that's rolled by me. A d10 times 100 times 4 for stone skin, right? And must succeed a learn spells check to succeed in his studies. If the wizard fails, he still knows how to cast a spell normally, but he can never use it. Oh, yeah, you only get 1 roll. Wow.
Yes, I do.
Character's proficiency slots or character points are not expended if he fails in his attempts to learn a signature spell. But for a level 4 spell, I don't think you have to have a maximum library. It has to be, let's see, research spell. Research. Cost of spell research. Wizard's Handbook, DMG, spells and magic. So is there anything else you can do with your downtime, since you don't have a library?
Maybe could she find a library in town?
No, he's not going to have a library in town.
No.
It's possible. You'd have to find one. This is the holy city of Isis, the goddess of magic. So
Okay, I'll try to find a library then.
yeah. So you kind of make it into the inn and realize, oh, I forgot I have to have a library. And then what do you do?
I ask where the Temple of Isis is.
And Oyeshi says, oh, that's easy. If you go, let's see. I have to zoom out on the map. I love breaking the fourth wall. Okay, if you go uh, down this street, this same street from the drawbridge, go about halfway through town. On the right is going to be uh, the uh, the new temple. The new temple is probably going to have uh, a decent sized library. If not, you could try the old temple, which would be to the left and down the other street. But I would try the new temple first because the what's her name? They call her the Chronicless. The Chronicless would probably be at the new temple right now.
Okay.
Uh, the Chronicless's name is Kaum. Chronicless. Damn it! What is her name? It will come to me. 1 second. Chronicless. Uh, what was her name? It's the new Chronicless. The old one died, you see, from old age. Chronicless. Do 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 do. Kaun, yes. Chronicless Kaun. The Chroniclesses wear the blue dress. And the abbesses were pink, and the nuns, they were green.
Okay, so I talked to her down in the blue dress. Okay.
Kaun. Kaun.
Cown.
Kaun.
Kaun. Okay.
The chronicless, yes, she wears the blue dress.
All
But
right.
be careful because there will be many golems around, and if you mess up, they will smash you. Or gas you to death. Or cut you up into little bits. Or squish you. Or maybe even burn you. I don't know. But you will die.
Okay.
You will
I'll
die.
be careful. I'll be careful.
Okay. Be very careful. Okay. Tenzi and Company.
Walking where? He said the seamstress was.
Uh,
I'm so sorry. It's just so
Tenzi and
slow.
Company.
I scroll
Tenzi?
up and I'm
Are you there, Tenzi?
Yes, but on mute, talking away. I will. I'll walk across the street first and look in. Are there windows for this inn or pub where?
Not yet. Roll20 hasn't invented Windows. So one day there will be
Oh,
windows, and you'll be able to see into buildings from the outside without being able to walk into them through the window.
All right. Well, I'm going to walk by and look in some windows to see, to make sure Asher's and are okay in there. Once I'm fine with that, I will continue to Eve. This spot here was right here. Double check. All right, and then was this the road here? Oops. Is this the road here where the blacksmith was?
Hold on, I'm reloading the map here.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, can you use an arrow? Oh, hold on. Uh, okay, can you use your ruler to point at what you were talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, right here. Can you see it? I have showed others. Double check that. Yep, showed others. Okay. Yeah, right down this road. Is this I was hearing the blacksmith?
Yep. Ping, ping, ping. No, no,
Oh, okay.
further south.
Okay. Let me
About
move further south.
halfway down the warehouse.
All right. So here's 12. So I'll move to here. Just continuing my journey towards the smithy. And that'll be the end of my turn.
I don't see where your character went to. Oh, now I see. Yeah, you hear it come from this way. And if you start jogging, you can take another 24 squares.
I'm not much of a jogger, so we'll just walk.
It doesn't take any checks to jog. Everyone is much of a jogger in this game.
I get it, but that's just not how Tenzi rolls. So
Okay.
we just
Um, on kind of comes with you, I guess. Yay. And Romnar left, right?
true.
Okay, Asher Company.
Asher and Bambosa are going to sit down at this table and drink their beers.
I think beer is the standard price. Oh, it was like poppers or something for for a pitcher. I don't remember. Whatever's in the player's handbook, that's what they charge you.
Yeah, give me a second. I'll look it up and take it out after my turn. Um, then she actually gonna walk over to Ashi and say it's a really nice place you have here.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I built it out of wood. Uh, it still has the thatched roof, of course, as you can see. And you look up, and there's like it's just a grass roof. And he goes, I have the roof redone every year, of course. So there are no leaks during the winter time. Thank God this thing is here. It's almost time to have it replaced again.
She says, yeah, got good character. Um, my friends and I would like to stay here. And she uh, gestures over at Bumbosa and says, he's with me, and then we have some more companions who'll be showing up later. Um, Calamar, how much did you say it was per week? 3 gold per week?
3 gold per week.
Uh, Asher says, maybe we'll stay longer than this, but for right now, uh, looking to stay for 8 weeks. Do
24 gold
you?
per person.
Excellent. So I will get Bambosa myself, and need to include meals as well. Let's see.
Every inn comes with a free continental breakfast in the morning. As long as you come down before 10 a.m., Then 11 a.m. is checkout, but you don't have to worry about that for at least 2 months.
Oh, sure.
Continental breakfast
Then
starts at 6
lodging.
a.m., ends at 10 a.m.
Let's see.
It will consist of coffee, beer, cheese, uh,
Per day.
pickled pig's feet, pickled chicken eggs, and of course, barley bread.
So 5 times 8 times 7. 280 silver divided by another 28 gold per person for good meals every day. So she's gonna hand him 104 gold and say, for Bombosa and me, we'd like a room each and a good meal every night. She hands him another gold piece, so 105 altogether, and says, and keep the beer flowing for a while, please.
Okay.
She's gonna return to her seat and listen to see if these guards say anything more about the Colosseum fight.
And then he turned around and sliced his head off. Ha ha ha. And the prize was the title of deacon. And
Ooh.
he was given his own lands. No way. They made him a deacon for that? Yes, that was the title. I mean, that was the price. How many men started in the fight? Oh, I think there were 9 or 10. 9 or 10 men competed for the title of deacon? Yes, of course. Sometimes it is gold, sometimes titles, sometimes items, sometimes spell scrolls. It all depends.
Asher nods and leans toward Bambosa and says, sounds pretty interesting.
What happened last time they didn't kill each other? Oh, there was no prize given. No prize. It must be to the death. To the death every time? Yes, every time. Every time.
Asher nods and sips her beer. There's a gallon of beer that she's purchased, but she's sipping it slowly because, uh, just like, gray elves tend to do. She got drunk that first time that she was with the party and she did not care for it.
Hmm. Okay, anything else from Asher and Company? Anything else from Asher and Company? Mic check.
I can
I
hear
can
you.
hear
Can
you.
you hear me?
Yeah. Anything else from Asher and Company?
Oh, that's all.
Okay. End of round, and we'll take our second break. It's been a couple hours since our last one. Be right back in 5.
Is Calabar going to be participating in the gladiatorial games by chance?
I don't know. It all depends on when actually she can get it done. Like if it's after I've earned the spell, then sure.
Okay.
But if it's during that time, then no, unfortunately. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute.
Okay. That was a question. Ashley, are you gonna wait then, or are you gonna? be fighting at the games like once every other day.
I think I have to reboot my computer. I'm sorry. It might take me a minute to um, restart, but I just can't go on like this. Something's slow as hell. So I'll be back.
I'm back.
Back.
Well, we lost Calamar.
Oh no.
Hmm.
She's having an issue. Well, she's still on roll 20.
Oh, okay.
Oh, not anymore.
Shit. She did type BRB, so
Oh, okay.
It's late now, so maybe she's reloading or something.
Yeah, she's been having issues. So
Mm-hmm.
there she is. She's back on roll 20.
All right, I'm back.
Yay.
Okay. Time now is 10:03 a.m. and we have Zaldi.
I'm back.
You're back.
Yay.
It's Zaldi's move.
Okay. I was waiting for Toronto to move previously from my last round.
I.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Thought you're still offline.
No, I'm here.
So
You forgot Tirana and Zaldi's interaction.
I'm trying to move. I
Shannon.
was waiting for her to move.
Um, the only one I remember is that he was gonna follow me, but he go right ahead. Doesn't matter to me either way.
Well, he wasn't talking to Calamar. He was talking to Tirana.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was waiting for you to move last round. You didn't move last round.
yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. That's all right. I know. Yeah, you're having issues. So I'll wait for you to catch up. If you don't mind.
Do you remember what he was talking about with Tirana?
That he
Oh
was gonna
yeah.
follow
We're
me.
trying to find. Yeah, follow you to
Well,
find
not
it, Taylor.
not you as in Calamar, but you as in Tirana. Tirana's still on the bridge. Did you know that?
Yes,
She hasn't moved.
that is correct.
And Zaldi is waiting for you to move Tirana.
Okay, I will move Toronto when the roll 20 finishes loading.
Okay.
Ah, okay. The roll 20 got to.
I don't know what's up with roll 20. I don't think it's loading. I think it's gonna say that eventually it broke something and then it'll reload and that'll be fine. But yeah, just go ahead and move him and I'll catch up later.
Okay. And that will complete my turn
Yay!
then.
It finally asked me, "Are you sure? Can we report this tab?" It's like, yes. There we go. Now it will load quicker, but it will still take a while. So yeah.
Okay, DM, I'm done.
Okay. Calamar and Company.
I guess I'll wait. So
Okay.
when my thing is
Tenzi.
done, I can move in.
Tenzi and Company.
Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm on mute. So I believe down here was down here was a street I should turn down for the.
Yeah. And ahead of you, in the between the alleys of these two houses,
Uh-huh.
you can see a house with a rather large chimney or two.
Okay.
Typical of a smithy.
All right. And the other thing I'm keeping an eye out for is I'm trying to look for a temple or shrine of Lucius. But I will move from here.
1 second.
Okay.
My screen is loaded. It's still a little weird to try to move around. And if I could have a shift click, then that would help me. I found myself.
That sounded pretty philosophic.
Right?
It took me a while. I had to scroll around, but I found it. Yay!
If we could all be so lucky.
It is still, though, this it's very, very laggy at like, wow. I do
No, it
something
sounds like
and
you're
I have
having
to
a
wait a few
frustrating time.
seconds. And yeah, it's really frustrating. I click on it, I wait a few seconds, and it pops up, and oh my God.
Yeah, that's hard.
Just letting you know.
So the first thing I did when I started this game is I turned off all the animations. That is seemed
That's helped me. I use a consumer grade computer, so it can't handle all that.
yeah,
Yeah, same here.
I mean I have a pretty good computer. I'll just say so I work for a computer company,
Right.
but I just turned it off just to save myself the potential aggravation.
I will try that. I tried turning it off.
Yeah.
I'm back.
Okay.
I
Alright.
found myself on the token layer, so yay.
And did you move Tirana?
I will eventually. I've clicked on her and I'm waiting for her to select herself. Whatever. As soon as I have her, I'll move her.
Okay, Tenzi's up.
Yeah. So Tenzi, we started moving towards the sound of the smithy, but then you said there was something down the alley.
Yep, that's where the smithy is.
Oh, down this alley here.
Yep. No, the next one.
Next one. That's what I thought. I think I moved my 12 here. No, I did not
You
move.
did
I'm
last
sorry.
round.
I did not move. Yeah, I did not move. Sorry. Do that now.
But you don't get 12, you get 24 because you're not in combat.
Oh, okay. Well,
Your
then
movement's doubled outside of combat.
let's roll then. 8. Let's start with 8 and go from there. So here's, and then that's 16. So I'm like stuck here. I can't go any further. Am I by the smithy?
Yeah, like right through the wall, you can hear a ting 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 ting.
So down here, I can't move where any anywhere from where I'm at other than backwards.
Yeah, you're at the
So
smithy though. That's
okay,
where it is.
so knock on a door.
There is no door.
Oh,
You're basically in the alleyway.
I know, but it won't let me move anywhere.
Oh, you're stuck here. There you go.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Shouldn't be stuck anymore.
Yeah. Well, I can move. The only place I can move is north and east.
Yep, that's the end of the alley. That's where the alley ends.
I can't enter into the smithy. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. All right, I'm in the smithy.
Nope, that's somebody's house.
So is this north of me?
Tenzi is breaking and entering. That's my line, man.
Yeah, this normally I would feel bad about that. I have to make amends. Yeah, I can't go north if that's where the smithy is, and I can't go west.
I think this. Well, this is the smithy right here.
Are you pinging it?
This building. So
Yeah, I
if you-
can't go that way. Do you think I should refresh? Yeah, I can't go that way.
No.
Yeah, it won't let me go. I can go to the wall, so like I'm
You could
stuck.
probably go the long way around.
This way. There we go. All right. I think this was 18 at this
This is
point.
the smithy right here.
All
You're
right.
in the. You're at the back. So the smokestack is right here.
All right. So I've moved 8 so far, approximately. All right. So I guess that would be 20. I'm still gonna have to go around because I can't get in this way. So I think this is gonna be it. Yeah. That's 24.
So you're at the rear of the smithy now.
Okay. That was 24 squares, so that's as far as
Okay.
I can move.
And then on. Come with
I have
you.
Tirana now, so I'll move her. I'll just move her.
Asher and company?
They're continuing to sip their drinks and listen to the guards at the other table.
Nothing new really comes up. They're just
All right.
talking about trading blows, the two men trading blows, and the ad man eventually wins.
Sure. Looks over at Oreshi. Oreshi.
Oh yeah, she.
She says to Oeshi, any way I could get a bath in my room?
He says. Let's see. Oh wow, this one doesn't have a bathroom. Yeah, he says. Yes, I can bring you a pitcher of hot water and a bucket.
She says thank you, and she looks over at Bambosa and says, "Would you like one?"
He nods.
For my friend too, please. She's going to head to the uh, lodging part. He sees an unoccupied room and says, "How about the first one on the left? Is that all right?"
um, oh yeah, because you ordered individual rooms. Um, yes, here's the key.
Takes the key and asks for which one should my friend stay in.
There's one right next door that
And
has the same.
she holds out her hand for that key as well.
He gives it to you.
Yeah. She's gonna give
Offers
the
like a
other.
key ring on his belt.
She's gonna hand that key to Bombosa.
It's like a big, sick iron ring full of keys.
Right, and that's where her movement ends. So they're just gonna wait until the next turn to go get their baths.
Okay. Right as you leave the room or whatever, you can see a guy come over to the fire with a couple pitchers of water and fills up a pot. And
Mm,
sets it over the fire.
for the baths.
Yeah.
Asher says to Bombosa, like, I'm really looking forward to dinner tonight. Jim and Luther do their best, but it's not exactly tasty, you know what I mean?
Have you ever had Apasiban cuisine before?
Oh, tell me about it.
Lot of beans and tripe.
Sure
Steamed vegetables.
raises an eyebrow and says, she raises an eyebrow, is it good?
Yes, there's a lot of salt and pepper.
Sure nods and shrugs. Anything's gotta beat, uh, tasteless nutrition. That'll be it for us.
Okay, end of round. Next up is Aldi.
Great. Okay. I believe Toronto's right next to me.
Yep.
Sweet. Now that you have control of your character,
Yes.
I hope that we're going the right way. I just can't remember the right way.
Well, it should be right up here. We have to look for the cart, but it should be right up here.
Well, I definitely appreciate you. You doing this for me. No, also, I did overhear that they plan on um going to the games. Is Are you going to be participating in the games also?
Hardly. That's my ass. I don't think so.
Well, I mean, it'd be one way for me to prove my worth if I was able to participate in the games with them. Uh, who would I need to talk to in order for me to be part of that?
Trana looks down at you and she goes, "Oh, honey, no, you're way. No, you need to get some experience and have a spell or two under your belt or whatever. You need to be able to kill something before you go into a fight to the death. Oh my God, do you want to get killed?
Well, it's one way of me testing my metal, and I wouldn't mind doing that at all. I mean, challenging myself, not dying.
Yeah, but here they have to kill you.
That's pretty unfortunate
Well,
indeed.
it's up to you. It's entirely up to you. I mean, I can't tell you what to do. I'm just
Well,
telling you what I would do if I were you. And you already heard about how I won't fight. If I won't fight, why in the hell would they want you? She looks at you kind of like you're very puny.
I understand. But sometimes looks can be very deceiving. I'll keep walking towards where the shop is.
Well, you know what? That is true. That is true.
Are we going the right direction? Because I just forgot.
It was. We had to get up in a northeast direction, he said, and look for the cart.
Ah, I see it right there. Boom. Okay, that'll be it, DM.
Okay. Calamar and Company.
Toronto will go. Which way did he go? North or south? Probably up there. He is. There he is. Yep. I'm coming. It just has to get me. Okay. And she looks at the cart and says, "Yeah, this looks like the place." So they guess they stop there, and Calamar is going to go out and go to where he said the Temple of Isis is. Now that one I do not remember. I can remember one of two things. I remembered one. I don't remember how to get to the other one.
He said just go south. You'll see it on the right.
Okay.
And by right, that means the left side of the screen, because you're headed south, right?
Yeah. And I guess I'll stop out there. I completely lost count, so I think I'll quit.
Okay, you hear ping, ping, ping of a smithy left of you.
Okay.
This looks like a jail house slash
Uh-huh.
um, detention facility. You know, like a hall of justice type place.
Uh-huh.
And this right here looks like a big stone warehouse right across the street
Okay.
from you. Okay.
Okay.
Next up is Tenzi. Unless you had something else, Calamar.
Nope.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask on, we're heading to the smithy. Is there something specific you were looking for, or you wrong?
Oh, you probably never heard, but my scimitar was eaten by a rust monster, and I need to replace it.
Oh my god,
Mm.
that's horrible.
I had a magical scimitar, and there was a fight with a vampire who had a pet rust monster, and he summoned like giant ants or something like that. But the rust monster destroyed my favorite scimitar, and then the vampire level drained me twice. He level drained me 4 levels.
Oh my!
So
Yeah.
I used to be the Grand Druid of Solynod Hex, but now I am a nobody.
Don't say that about yourself. You're still somebody. But this points to why I do not rely. I rely on myself and the power of Ushas.
Mm. Well, unfortunately for the Druid hierarchy, it doesn't work that way. I have to maintain a level high enough to be the Grand Druid if I want to be the Grand Druid. I was the Grand Druid of the entire planet. You know that.
Wow!
The entire planet was under my jurisdiction. I had to
Wow!
maintain the balance of Solynod Hex. I was in charge of the whole organization. That's why I
And
came on this mission.
to maintain the
Maintain the balance. Ushas must be reborn in order to
yeah,
restore the balance. Because she was killed before, and now the shogun is in power, and he is slaying many of the monks in Adria.
that must be stopped immediately.
Mm. Yes, he is a very very powerful man, and of course, absolute power corrupts absolutely.
That is true. I look every morning at the dawn for signs of Ushas's return, and I have seen nothing yet. So we'll move in front of the smithy.
uh, did they did they tell you how we are to restore her to life?
I think we have to return. I'm not heard for sure, but I thought we have to return the wonder back to Adria.
Yes, the wonder is in the great below right now, and the sunlight cannot touch it. But if we return the wonder to the sunlight, then Ushas can be reborn. So that is why we go to Tintabula to find the bell of ultimate balance and use it to transport the wonder from the great below back to Mingdao, where it was built.
That is where I have journeyed from, Mingdao.
Yes. And I suspect Ushas may have a great use for you in this endeavor of the Order of the Superior Star.
I would be honored if that was so.
It is very auspicious that the old guard has gone away and the new guard of Ushas has appeared. You are that new guard. The old guard was a group of uh, Ashuras led by the Ashura named Veron. Did you ever meet Veron the Ashura?
I have not.
Oh, he had his own squadron of Ashuras with him, and they all served Ushas, but he was called away, and now you are here to replace him. I suspect.
Ah, okay. I see. Um, am I in Smithy now?
We are in the outside of the smithy. We are in the backyard of the smithy.
Okay. So I can't go any further south.
Here, you go this way. See over here? If we go around the building here,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
see the front of the smithy is down here. You see?
Ah, okay. Oh,
Now
that might be all my.
you see that? That is the Colosseum here. You see the smithy and the Colosseum are right next to each other?
Ah, okay.
You know why, right?
Of course.
Weapons, of course.
Yes. Yes.
This this smithy is a very well used smithy. Many smiths come here.
I'm hoping I can get some masterwork weapons done here. Well, high quality weapons done here.
Oh yes, we will be here for at least 2 months, right? 8 weeks. I'm sure you will be able to get that done.
All right. So I'll look for a smith to talk to.
Okay. So it looks like there's a practice room around the corner to the right. Straight behind on, you can see a well. There's a door left and a door right. The door left looks like a sales room. The door right looks like the actual smithy. Second door to the right, that is.
Well, we'll go over here and talk to sales.
Looks like it's empty.
What? All right. Well, we'll go over to the other side. See if we can find anybody to talk to.
Alright. So in there you see that looks like a practice room. That's the first door to the right. The smithy is the second door to the right.
This one? Okay, got it.
Okay, so inside you see a bunch of artisans with big hammers pinging away at blades and plates of metal.
Um, so I tried to. I don't want to interrupt the work, but I'll ask if I tell them I'm looking for a weapon to be made, and see if any of them perks up from that.
The closest one looks up from his anvil and he keeps hammering, and he yells, "What do you want?" Or sorry, what do you want?
I'm looking to a weapon made, pair of weapons made for myself, and my friend here on is also looking to have a weapon made.
All right. Looks like there's oh. Looks like there's about 10 guys in here.
Holy moly, you got an assembly line going.
Yeah. So there's a couple of them manning the fires, a couple of them ping away at anvils, a couple of them like polishing swords. And I mean, it looks like they're really busy, but there's obviously 10 of them. So,
Right.
It's this guy right here talking to you. He's beating on something on this anvil right here.
Okay. So I bring out one of my wooden size from my backpack, and I show it
goes,
to him.
Oh, it's SI.
Indeed, I'm looking to have one of these constructed out of silver, but of high quality.
You don't want two?
Well, two of them, yes. One, I'm going to ask for one and see if he can do it. If he can do one, then yes.
Of course I can do it.
Okay.
You said silver high quality.
Indeed.
Let's see here. High quality multiplies the cost by eleven times.
So
Silver.
So 220 silver pieces then?
Silver. Money and equipment. Quality of equipment. Unusual metal armors. Silver doubles the value, so 22 times the normal cost of a sai. Combat tactics, weapons and armor. Weapon. Tables, weapon list, equipment groups. There we go, Oriental. A sai normally costs 1 gold. These will cost you 22 gold each.
Well, that's more than I wanted, but I will spend it.
And do you want the quality bonus to hit or to damage?
Well, because of the softness of silver, I need it towards damage.
Oh, because Silva reduces damage by 1.
Exactly.
And where did you read that, by the way?
In one of your, in one of the journal stuff you probably can't buy, or something. I think that's where I saw it. Miscellaneous hand. No.
Oh, okay. That was yeah, somebody else's handbook thing.
Oh,
I know
okay.
it's something Anatar's old player used to have.
Yeah, that was Anatar's player.
Okay, so that's where I saw that. So that's why I said, or I thought I would need it towards damage. If that's not true,
What's that called, by the way? That
uh,
handout stuff you can't buy.
yeah, stuff you can't buy.
So literally, you cannot buy that stuff.
So literally, I can't buy something with that silver. That
You can. It just it costs double the price. Um, and it's the same weight, but you can of course hit what is it? Devils or demons? I can't remember. And then you can hit like were creatures with it. And
right. So I want it to be, since I don't have any other weapons, and if we fight something like that, I need to be able to hit them in some fashion. So that's why I wanted to go with silver.
Yeah.
And if it, if there's minus damage, that's why I wanted to.
I don't think there is, because the only it says this table is for unusual metal armors. It's not for
Oh, okay.
weapons. Magical item description.
Although I had heard that silver weapons, because of their nature, tend to lose the silvering, so to speak.
Lose their what?
Silvering. So because you use them, the silver kind of wears off because it's only plated on. So I
Yeah.
wanted to ensure that it would stay there, for a good long time. So that's why I wanted to be high quality. And
Well, you have to provide the item's weight in silver in order for it to be made from silver, anyways. So it's solid silver. It's
all right,
just,
well, I got 117 silver pieces, so hopefully that would be enough in weight.
let's see. One side is how much? How many pounds?
I thought it was just there. I don't have the weight on. I'll have to double check that.
You can get it enough to do it. If you don't have it right now, we can get it.
Okay. We'll check that.
Look, there's always Calamar.
Right. Calamar is my here. So I'm trying to find where I saw that. It was probably here.
One day Calamar's gonna go broke and we're gonna be screwed.
Yeah. Hey, but think about how good his friends are all going to be in fighting and stuff because they got all the stuff they need. That's what I need.
It's true.
Right.
That's how we get more gold.
The Bank of Calamar.
Oops. Right. Oops.
Yeah.
There you go.
But he really will run run dry one day.
No, wait. The weight is 2 gold.
What?
The weight is 2 gold, according to weapon and armor data.
2 gold.
Well, 2. What?
2. That means pounds.
Okay. 2
So
pounds.
you have to have 100 silver to make a solid gold sai.
A solid silver side.
Solid silver sai, yeah. 100 silver to make a solid silver sai.
Right.
Plus the cost of its sale, which is
Right.
what?
But does it need to
GP
be,
times 22, so 22 GP. So 72 GP per.
what does it need
I
to
mean,
be silver? It
not
only
not
re-
GP, not GP. 20 22 GP plus 100 silver would be
So that's
25 GP.
what doesn't need to
24
be
GP. 24 GP.
doesn't need to be solid silver. It only really needs to be silver plated, right? Or does it need to be solid?
It needs to be solid if you don't want it to wear off.
All right. So I need 200 silver pieces for the weapon itself, and then another 24 was it, or 20? No, 22 to
50. It's 50 coins per pound. So each sai weighs 100 silver coins,
okay.
and
So
then 22 for construction. 22 GP for construction.
that's for both of them.
Yeah, so that comes out to 10 GP in silver plus 22 GP. Construction is 32 GP per sai. And you'll
All right.
have 2 high quality silver sais plus 1 to hit or damage your choice.
And do I have to worry about the silver thing that I read, or I can just have them plus 1 to hit?
Come again?
So the thing I read before said that if they're made out of silver, they're -1 damage. Is that true?
I don't think so.
All right, then I'll have a +1 to hit, and then
Because I mean, I don't know what book that's from or whatever. That's why I literally named that handout
all right,
stuff you probably can't buy.
all right,
Because he just was like, "Can I have a handout?" And I was like, "Sure." And he plugged in all this, basically all this shops, you know. And I'm
okay,
like, "What is this shit? I don't want this in my game." And he's like, "Oh, this is stuff that I want to put in your game." And I'm like, "Nope." And I literally wrote stuff you probably can't buy and was like, "Fuck you. This is going in the back." Bye.
gotcha. All right, so I'll just need to come up with 83 silver to make up the weight.
You can just
Yeah.
give them gold and they'll take care of it.
All right, so
Because 100 silver is 10 gold on top of the 22 gold for construction. So it comes out to 32 gold per sai.
got it.
And it'll just take like a couple of weeks. And it's probably going to be done by, the end of the 8 weeks. Which we're not going to roleplay, by the way. We're not going to roleplay the 8 weeks. You guys are
Okay.
just doing your thing here, and poof, the 8 weeks will be gone. So,
Oh,
did you get your business done
I got
before
that.
the 8 weeks starts?
So that's all I needed to do. But I'm sure my friend An has some other business with the smithy.
Yeah, I'm not going to roleplay NPC to NPC stuff. So he gets that done behind the scenes. He was just notionally following you just because I wanted you to know that he was going to the, to this
Gotcha.
same place.
All right. Well, then my business here is done.
Okay. Should I just take you off the turn order tracker, or do you want to keep doing other things?
I have one other thing I
Okay.
need to take care of.
All right. So you're gonna have to explore the city to figure that out. Okay. Next up is Asher and Company.
So Asher and Bombosa are going to go to their respective rooms and take their baths. On Saturday, Asher is going to want to go to the Coliseum, but other than that, Asher is finished with her business.
Is that something you want to roleplay, or do you want me to narrate it to you?
It would be fine.
Narration will be fine. Okay. Anything else for your move?
That's it.
Okay. End of round and Sheldy. Simon, are you there? By the way,
Yes,
guys.
I'm here. Tell
By the
me.
way, by the way,
Yeah.
guys. Push to talk is not required to play this. To play Solynod Hex. If you want to use it, it's fine. If you don't, it seems to be causing problems. But I'm not going to tell you can't use it because that's your freedom. Like you're free. You're free to use push to talk. I just want to say it seems like it's causing issues with. I can't hear people because they're pushing the wrong button, or I don't know.
Yeah, I just had it on mute. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Um, yep. So I'm just gonna go there and purchase because I know you want to speed it along. I just need to purchase some clothing, some fine clothing, whatever. She decides that that looks good on me, and I'll purchase that.
Yeah.
That would basically conclude what I need to do, as into doing things within the town.
Okay. Basically, inside is a clerk that's willing to help you with whatever clothes you want. You can find inside any clothes that they have in the player's handbook. Um, togas and sandals and breeches and stuff like that. If there's anything more extravagant than that, uh, like from another book or something, just run it past me and I'll kind of make a judgment of whether or not they have it. But for the most part, the player's handbook stuff is pretty extravagant anyways because they have embroidered robes or whatever that are worth 100 gold or something like that, and then silk jackets and stuff that are worth 75 GP or something like that. So
Okay.
if you're looking for something more extravagant than that, like what could be more extravagant?
No, DM, I'm not looking for anything more extravagant than that. Other than that,
I want to
I'm
wear a
just going
woven gold cloak.
Yeah, made
Um,
from
other than that,
golden
GM,
threads.
Unicorn hair.
Yeah.
none of that. Something simple. I will want to go back to the ship because it has free meals, and I would meditate for those. I will go talk to Calamar real quick and ask if it's possible that he would allow me a total of 50 days because I think Calamar needs to deal with almost, is it 60 days or is it how many days is, I forgot what Calamar.
8 weeks. So your 50 days are. That's what I remembered actually was the 50 days.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yeah, you're
you're
covered.
totally fine.
Okay, cool. So within those 50 days, DM, I'm going to do self improvement meditation to increase my wisdom score, and then I'm going to do
What book?
synchronized crystal.
What book is that from?
Um, I said in the chat, but it's going to be in the will and the way. The will and the way.
What page?
That's going to be on page 58.
58.
Self improvement.
58. Enter. Meditation and research. Time, progress checks, location, meditation and research, level training by meditation, self improvement by meditation. Base time is 50 days. Character seeking self improvement will often have to leave a campaign for several adventures. For psionic purposes only.
Yes.
Okay, so all it affects is your mental THACO, your mental armor class, and your PSPs. That's all.
Yes. Got it.
Gotcha.
And then
Um,
on page 30, I'm going to also do a crystal focus for,
what's the check for this to succeed though?
it's going to be page, it's, 1 second. I'll tell you right now, DM. Should be on page 57. Meditation requirements.
Every 10 days, the meditating character must make a progress check to see if she is still on the right track. This is treated as a saving throw versus spells. Sciences +2 bonus versus mind affecting spells does not apply to the saving throw. However, a character may add ability modifiers for high wisdom, constitution, or intelligence scores. Require nothing more than
And you,
time and concentration to unlock the secrets of their minds. Okay. First requirement is time. An interruption of more than 1 day forces the science to start over. Each failed progress check adds 10 days to the time of meditation. So if you fail even one progress check, you can't do it because you only have 56 days.
that is correct.
Okay. If the seance is interrupted for any reason on 2 consecutive days, he must start over. Okay, so give me 5 consecutive saving throws versus spell. Uh, Wisdom, con, intelligence. Let's see, your bonus to these saving throws is gonna be
This is on the token button saves.
Yeah, and I get some bonuses too. I should get a bonus for having meditation focus, power manipulation, or rejuvenation. I should get a +2 for either one of those. I believe I have all 3 of those. Yeah, rejuvenation I have.
says
Uh,
you only get high wisdom, constitution, or intelligence score bonuses. Character may also get. Oh, okay. +2 bonus has the following: anyone meditative focus, power manipulation. Okay, sonic lore, rejuvenation. Gotcha. +2 bonus. The character is distracted by another scientist. -2 penalty. The character has suffered an interruption during the time of the check. Okay. Maybe we should roll this later.
yeah,
At the end of the 56 days, just in case you do
that
get
makes sense, Jim.
uh
And one last quick note before we move on from me.
yeah.
I would also like to do crystal focus, and I believe it's going to be in the same book, and it's going to be underneath page 30 for non-weapon
That's not
proficiency.
at the same time as your meditation, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay. Crystal focus, what page?
30. 30.
Okay, so this is a non-weapon proficiency. Do you have a slot open to buy it?
Yeah, I purchased it.
You already did. Okay.
I got rid of blind fighting.
Okay. A crystal focus gives a scientist a +1 bonus on power checks for a particular science or devotion. Okay, I'll accept it. We don't have power checks anymore. We got Thaco, but yeah, I'll allow it. It'll give you +1 to any one science or devotion. For which science or devotion do you want this for?
It's going to be kinetic control if I make. And that is a
Requires a proficiency check and 2 hours of meditation. After that, he can use the +1 bonus anytime he initiates the power if he has the crystal in contact with his body. A scientist may only attune one crystal at a time. If he rolls a natural 20 on his power check, the crystal burns out and is destroyed. Wow. Crystals and gemstones are the most frequently used foci. So what are you using as a focus?
I just got a gemstone from Calamar.
What is it?
There are 2 blue jaspers, each worth 50 gold, so it's got 100 gold total.
To Jasper.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to use one of the Jasper for the
I'll tell you what.
crystal focus.
First, you go ahead and make your purchases. And then we'll see if you have gems left over.
Perfectly fine. Cool. Thank you.
All right. Okay, Calamar and Company.
I do have a couple of things that I need to be approved by you. I want everybody gets new clothes, but I want Calamar's and Tirana's to be kind of like custom fit, so they look like they're from the Matrix. And I didn't know if that would
that's
affect the cost.
that's just leather armor.
Okay, that'd be great.
It's not special either. That's just what leather armor looks like.
Okay. But that way, like, he'd be hidden in the dark and stuff because he's all black and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh, you're
Okay,
talking about a leather night suit?
Oh, that's badass.
Because remember, in those movies, they wore shiny leather. That's not gonna help you hide, right? That's gonna hinder you.
He wants dull leather.
Dull
Okay.
leather. Okay, so
Yeah.
not like the Matrix.
Well, it's like the Matrix, except not shiny.
Okay.
But other
Okay.
than that, they're exactly like the Matrix.
All right.
With a floor-length coat.
Yeah, with a floor-length coat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Going full 2000s goth.
Oh yeah, totally. Because
Okay.
I think that's who Calamar is turning out to be. So yeah, I'm feeling pretty proud.
So that coat is from the Arms and Equipment Guide.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, it's called a gamache.
Gamache. Arms and equipment. Okay.
Arms and Equipment Guide. Clothing. Articles of clothing. It's either gamache or garnache.
Let's see. Gamache. Cost 3 to 8 silver pieces. Oh no, 5 to 10 silver pieces. There's a garmache and a garnache.
Okay, it's called a garnache. This outer garment covers the wearer from the neck down to the ankles. It has wide elbow-length sleeves cut as part of the garment like a cape. This allows the wearer to hide bulky items such as weapons or pouches under the garnache without attracting attention. So it's a lot like a cape or cloak, but it has sleeves, and of course you can gather it in the front
Okay.
if you want to close it. And it'll be, if you do so, it'll look a lot like a trench coat. Garnache.
Okay.
Garnache
Then he wants.
costs 5 to 10 silver. If it's made of cloth, obviously, and then if it's made of leather, it'd probably be double the price.
Okay.
I
And
don't
could
see
he
why not.
have? And he could have on like I have no other way to describe it. Like a onesie, of head to toe and black dressed underneath, and then where the garnache is the outer garment.
That would be tights or breeches, right? And breeches are tight, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a outer garment worn by males. Breeches cover the hips and legs down to the knees. This garment has many different styles, from full puff designs made from expensive material to tights made with common cloth, similar to the bray. So it's brays.
Okay, cool. So I can figure this out from here. So that's great. Another thing I need to that I want to do is the little cups from the pottery. He wants like 10 like shot size glasses or something so he can that's for him to experiment and make stuff.
Make what?
Well, make jewelry.
You're gonna make
He's gonna
jewelry
use
out of cups?
Yes, I have the lost wax method. And so you carve it out into the wax and then you put it in it's not and then you put it in the little cups because I don't need anything really big. They only need a little bit. Then I break the cup when I'm done with it and I dig it
Hmm.
out and then polish it up.
Okay.
I've already paid
Um,
for already have the wax. All I need is the
are they made of glass?
yeah, they could be made of glass or
Uh,
pottery.
let's see. There is in the player's handbook. Um, under
Glass
like
jar.
general. Money and equipment. Uh, I can't remember if it was miscellaneous equipment. Is there a glass jar?
There is. It's 10 gold each. Well, but I'll buy it if that's what it takes. That's totally cool.
Yeah.
Okay, and I want to get also from the smithy. I want to get 1 dozen sheaf arrows made silver, and then 3 dozen flight arrows made silver.
Okay. Sheaf arrows usually come in packs of 6, so whatever the price listed for sheaf arrows, you got to double it. And
Uh huh.
then silver doubles the price again.
Okay.
And then that's pretty much it. Other than, you got to provide probably like, say, 100, coins worth of silver, which comes out to
Okay.
be about 10 GP.
Okay. Totally cool.
Yeah,
Okay, so I can track that. And the only other thing
because
is
the arrowheads have to be made of silver, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
And Calamar has to get to the temple and find out if they have a library and how much it costs and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's Calamar's turn to roleplay reaching the temple. If he can reach the temple.
I cannot remember what it looks like. What do I see? I moved down to the next building. I'm right
Uh,
here.
that's not a temple. So,
Okay, I'll
and
keep
then,
going down.
yeah. You do see a temple straight ahead of you, right over here.
Okay, I'm going. Where's the door? Where's the door?
The front
No.
front door was over here.
Oh, back up. Okay. Alright. He goes inside and finds out if they have a library he can use and how much it'll be, etc.
So inside this room, you see several women in green dresses. They look like they're dressed kind of like nuns almost. And guarding the room, lined along the wall, are many humongous iron statues of like heavily armored soldiers or swordsmen or something. And
Oh, somebody warned me about them. Okay. That's what he meant.
I'm sorry, did I say women in green dresses? I meant pink. So these are abbesses. Come on. There we go. Almost there. Boom. All right. So these gals look like this. And there is one like tending the altar. There's one standing just inside this room. Can you see him yet?
Yes, I see them.
Weird,
So I
because
say
I don't see him yet.
I see something here. It's got a blue. It's not got a green bar, so I
There we
assume
go.
it's a person. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the Isis abbesses, and then let's see.
I remember that he asked me to speak, told me to speak to the person in the blue dress, but I don't remember the name. It was above the abbesses, though. He talked about the women who wear green and the women who wear pink and the women who and the woman who wears blue.
Oh, come on. I feel a freeze coming. Okay, why don't we end the session here and we'll pick it up next week? Because I think fixing the freeze is going to take more than what time we have left. Yeah. Yep, my shit just totally froze. Can you guys hear me?
I hear you.
It's not a good
Guess
day
I
to play
realized.
There we go.
D&D on roll 20.
Wait. It kind of unfroze. And no dice. Okay. Let's see if I can shut down my... There we go. Whew. All right. 1 second. I just need to take you guys... Open another... Come on. All I gotta do is make it to the damn crossroads.
Hello?
Yep, I'm here. I'm just
Hello.
Oh, okay, okay.
waiting for my roll 20 tabletop to load so I can move you guys from one map to the other.
Sweet.
It says loading, gathering steam. I can't even turn the turn
Yeah,
order off right now. I can see the turn
it's
order.
been really
There we
annoying.
go. Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
My map list opened up and then it closed again. Boom.
Yay!
Okay, did anybody gain a level? Zaldi, did you gain a level?
I am looking right now. No, I don't. No, my shit is that. Oh, my stuff is.
Because you got
No, I did not.
360. Oh, yeah, you weren't there. Never mind.
So I should have got 200. I think 6 4. No, I'm only counting it 5 times. So I got 1,000. So no, I didn't go below.
Should be pretty close, though.
We're getting there, slowly but surely.
What about Tinzy?
Oh my gosh, no. I'm not that close.
Let's see. Display as pages, hide whispers. Find.
So I'm like 15K away, roughly. I haven't figured out all the XP from today, but
Oh,
roughly.
15,000.
Yep. But that brings up a point I was going to ask about. If I'm going to, do I get XP for nap for every day of this, while we're in town? Because that seems like,
No, because everyone's like doing their own thing. Unless
Okay.
you're back at the boat and casting it on everyone then. But,
okay,
I mean, technically it is downtime, so you shouldn't be getting XP. So
Right.
no, not during downtime.
right. So that's why I was going to ask. I mean, people probably still want it or need it, whatever. So I'd still do it, but I didn't expect to get XP. I mean, that'd be like 30K over 8. So, yeah.
Yeah, well, who's expecting it?
Well, I don't know.
Hmm.
I mean, it's a useful, even if, we're not in combat and stuff, to be able to stay awake all the time and still get your spells back. I mean,
Yeah.
that's you in its own way. But like I said, I wouldn't expect XP for it over the downtime, like we're saying, because that'd be kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But we'll still be doing it if people want it.
Yeah, I don't think it'd be fair to do it during downtime. During adventuring, yes. Downtime, no.
Yeah. But like I said, I would still do it. I don't.
Yeah. Notionally.
Yep.
So, anyone else close to a level or anything? What about the henchmen? Any of the henchmen? Henchmen didn't really do anything. It was all PCs. It wasn't it. So.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Anything I could have sped up, or I tried to narrate as much as I possibly could without taking away the experience of exploring the town to find out where the church was, the Colosseum was, or not the church, but temple, Colosseum, the smiths, and the general store. Other than those things, could I have sped anything up with automation or anything? I think I do want to automate boat travel, because that's something you guys are going to be doing a lot now, and I basically have the ability to do so right at my fingertips. So I'll probably automate that. That way I don't have to look up anything. I can just look up the name of the ship, multiply it by whatever the weather is, and bam, it spits out a number of miles per hour. So I'll probably have that done by next weekend. Any spells or psionics I should add to the game, go ahead and add them to the honeydew list.
What would
That's
that be,
under
GM?
miscellaneous handouts, honeydew list, and it should have a picture of honeydew melons on it like this. Can you guys?
Okay, I see it.
Looks like the honeydew melon picture is gone. Everything. Honeydew melon. Honeydew. There we go. Don't edit. Is anyone editing?
I was about to. So how do I do it? I'm sorry.
Are you editing right now?
No.
Okay,
I was
don't
gonna- I was-
don't edit right now. I'm gonna put the picture of honeydew melons back in here.
Oop, I see it.
I can see him too.
Okay, now you can edit, one person at a time. In order to edit, you click the edit button at the top,
Yes.
and then for psionics, it's all the way down at the bottom, below quest spells,
Oh, I see it. Okay.
and then just type in whatever psionics you need.
Sweet. Thank
Just
you.
try to make sure that we don't actually have it already.
Okay.
You can search for psionics in the collections tab. Any tips for me, or
Oh, I do have one quick note, DM.
go ahead.
I noticed that a lot of folks are not using the animations. They have them turned off.
Yeah.
Because I know that I had to turn it off in order to make it load quicker. I
Yeah.
don't know if that could be like one suggestion, just to do away with the animations. That way we can access the maps easier.
Right. You can on your end turn them off.
Yeah.
So that won't have any bearing on your loading times. I like to have it for purposes of the stream and the video on my end. And there's no way for me to turn it off on your end because you do that and have it on my end still.
Okay.
So you should have access in your my settings. Enable animated graphics. You just uncheck the box, I think. Yep, that's all you do. And it disables. Yeah, so you want the box to be gray. And it will disable animations.
Great. Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, on my end, it's not animations that fuck shit up. It's basically it's Discord and the music. Music is I don't have like a nice sound card and graphics card. I have a good processor on this computer, but that's about it. So sounds and graphics, like complicated graphics, such as dynamic lighting, tend to mess me up a little bit. But the little, 15K animations that I have running, they don't really do anything. They don't make me crash or anything like that. So.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks for playing, and I will see you all. Hopefully, except for Tenzi, you're going to be absent next week, right?
That is true.
Okay. So Tenzi will be absent next week, and hopefully I'll see everyone else, and maybe you guys can see a fight or two at the Coliseum or something, or once we skip past the 8 weeks. And
So while Tenzi's gone, can he find the bathtub?
I'm just going to basically play as though Tenzi didn't exist while you're
okay.
gone. So
All right.
yeah.
All right. Cool.
But like during the 8 weeks, we don't have to role play. Finding a bathtub.
All right.
I think I already gave you a price for those and everything, so
price,
Yeah. Yep. And then, just during the 8 weeks, we'll say you found one, and we're able to install it in the boat, and I'll find a little picture of a bathtub, and put it in the midships somewhere.
No, yeah, I was thinking we got to put it down by where the camels and stuff are, where there's drainage.
Yeah, probably. Like in the hold somewhere, but up front.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll have to figure that out. But
it looks like there's room. Yeah, in the hold up front, there should be room. It looks like it's a tool room. There's like saws and shovels and stuff in there, so you could.
We'll just clear that out and make a little bathroom kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, wow. There's a second galley. Huh, I didn't notice that until now. I guess it's actually the kitchen. The kitchen is on the lower deck in the front of the ship. That's where the wine was and where the what I thought the library was. The library is actually like pantries. And then there's a stove in there and a cutting board table with wine rack on it. Yeah, I guess that's the kitchen. So the kitchen and the galley are separate from each other. There's
Shit's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And that tool room, it's got like an anvil in it, shovel, a
We're gonna
saw.
be moving all that stuff because we need a proper bath place.
Yeah.
Right, Ash?
Absolutely.
Hell yeah, says Josie. I'm very used to proper baths daily. I do not know what to do with this shit. There's sand in everything.
Right?
This is bullshit.
Yep.
All right.
I'm with you.
All right. So it looks like I'll see hopefully everybody here except for Tenzi, and then maybe we'll have Zion and Gromnar for a full session next week, maybe. And I'll see you all then, okay?
Thanks, Josh.
Yeah. Thanks for playing. See you next time. And for our viewers, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. Don't worry, I'm not going to raid anyone right now, so you don't have to leave. But if you're interested, we have links down below. If you're watching us live, there's links to Discord on there. If you want to talk to me directly, you can join our Wizards of the West Coast channel, and you can talk to me directly. I'm the Wizard of the West Est, the leader of the Wizards of the West Coast Discord server. And then there's a link to my Twitter on there if you want to see me talk shit to What's his name? Not Adam Carolla. Who's Adam? What's his name? Damn it! The guy that used to do the Dungeons and Dragons podcast for Wizards of the Coast. I can't remember his name for the life of me. Anyways, yeah, I talked shit to him, and also the guy that wrote the 5th edition Player's Handbook regularly on Twitter, just because I think their opinions of things are funny sometimes, and yeah, it's can be entertaining. We also have games you can play if you want to come in and listen to the broadcast and play games. I think there's a couple games down there. And if you want to help support us, there's links to Patreon and PayPal. The PayPal is for one-time small donations, and the Patreon is for monthly pledges. As little as $1, you can pledge. It comes out to like 90 cents on my end every month, and then you can. That's actually a custom pledge. I think I have like 5, 10, and 15 levels or something like that on there. But at the $10 level, if you pledge 10 or higher, you're actually guaranteed a spot in this game. So I would get together with you for character creation, and we'd make a character, and you can stay in the game as long as you continue to pay, and you don't even have to show up to the sessions if you don't want to. Like most people that don't pay, if they miss 2 sessions in a row and they don't contact us and let us know what's going on ahead of time, I usually try to find somebody else to fill their spot. But for a Patreon, your spot is guaranteed. I'm not going to remove you from the game for anything. So, and then there's like a $15 level where you have a special function as a player. Like, for example, Asher pledges at the $15 level, and she is our treasurer. So anytime we come across treasure, she records it on handouts, and she keeps track of who carries them and when they get identified, what they are, every little magical item and potion and stuff like that. So another possible position could be like the combat leader. They're always talking about who's the leader, who's the leader, who's the leader. Well, that's a special player position. So if you want to be the combat leader of the group, you can pledge at the $15 level and come in and boss people around, and I'm not going to say a damn thing if they complain about it. I'm going to say, hey, this person is paying for the combat leader position. It's their job to tell you what to do. So, eat it. All right. See you guys next week. Hopefully the 8 weeks of downtime will have passed sometime during next week's session. And with any luck, Calamar will get her extra stone skin per day cast at 2 levels above normal because it's her signature spell. And if she has like another slot or something, she can get that as a signature spell. Levels 4 to 6 spells, they cost 2 slots, so not 1. So there you go. 7 to 9 is 3 slots. So it's not as easy as you think. You gotta have the slots for it, you gotta have the time for it, money for it, and for all intents and purposes, it is spell research, so you have to have the library. That's rules as intended right there. So, and raw rules as written for all intents and purposes. So, all right. See you next week. Have a great week, everybody.